Loved Russell Crowe in Mystery Alaska, too. Here's the way this game became Miami's. From 3:11 remaining in the third quarter to 7:13 remaining in the fourth. They went on a 33-5 run. They went 12 for 13 shooting from the floor, flat out dominating the Spurs. Series all even at a game apiece, headed to San Antonio. Time now to get the unique perspective of the one and only Stephen A. Smith. He joins us from Miami. Stephen A., you had to figure the Heat would bounce back. They've shown that. When they lose, they come back and don't just win. They win by a lot. It felt like a bigger blowout than just 19 points. What was your point of view on the game tonight?
Well, it was definitely an annihilation from the standpoint they had a three-point lead, actually a three-point deficit late in the third quarter, and the next thing you know, out of nowhere, it was just an avalanche against the San Antonio Spurs. It's not really a surprise, though. After winning Game 1, you knew that the Heat were going to come out strong at some point in time in Game 2, because we're talking about the possibility of them being down 0-2 and going to San Antonio's in an NBA Finals series. I just never saw that happening.
In which they'll play 3 consecutive games in San Antonio, the old 2-3-2 format. Stephen A., let me ask you about LeBron. Last game had the big triple-double, seemed like an afterthought because Miami lost the game. Here in this one in Game 2, he missed 10 of his first 12, and they go on to win the basketball game.
Well, listen, LeBron James, he came out, was a bit deferential to some degree to a Chris Bosh, to a Dwayne Wade. The Miami Heat still had a 5-point lead going into halftime. Clearly, LeBron James was wise to take that kind of approach, because with other people stepping up, it takes a load off of him. If you're the Miami Heat, LeBron James is not going to beat the San Antonio Spurs. The Miami Heat are going to beat the San Antonio Spurs if it's going to happen. You're going to need a collection of individuals to step up and get it done. One man's not going to get it done for you, and LeBron James, tip your cap to him for knowing that, recognizing it, understanding its importance, and making sure he gets other people involved.
One man on the losing side of the game, game number 2 of the finals. How about the effort by Danny Green in the loss?
Well, it was a fantastic effort by him. He played 30 minutes, hit all of his shots. He was definitely formidable from the field, but at the same time, again, one guy hitting shots is not going to get it done for the San Antonio Spurs. You can't have Tim Duncan coming out shooting 3 for 13. That's not going to cut it. You can't have Kawhi Leonard hitting 4 of 12 shots. That's not going to cut it. But Manu Ginobili, Lord have mercy, there's an APB out for his game. We can't find it. It's nowhere to be found. He is just playing some awful basketball right now, and they've got to do something to get him going, because clearly they're going to need Manu Ginobili to win this series. He hasn't shown up offensively. He certainly wasn't here in Game 2. He was awful, and somebody has to say it. He was awful.
And you just have. That's Stephen A. Smith reporting from Miami.